Hi everyone, this is April with Flowers with the Foss family, and I'm gonna try and do a tour during the day. November, my baby, well, she's two and a half, gonna be 3 in November. Her name is November too. She is taking her nap and I'm like, I should do it now because I have some other things I need to do later, but today was the day I was going to do the video. So this is our front yard garden, and I've told you before that this is our first full year. So this was complete. Let me back up. This is a lilac, and then there was a lilac here, and we didn't even really realize till like a couple of years ago that there was an ash tree growing in the middle of the lilac. And then there was another one right here, and Matt cut that one down. He cut this one down last year, and he cut this one down this year because it was just so tall. This one's really tall, and like all the blooms are on the top and you only can see it from our window upstairs, and it was just time to like start over. We still want it. We still want a lilac there, but we're just gonna start over because it was too much. So let's see. There's some lamium there, and it's not doing well at all. I think it gets too much sun. Some marigolds that are also not doing well because they're not getting enough sun. They're the 10, I believe they're the 10-inch, they get 10 inches high, and I'll show you some when we move around the garden. But those, I mean, they're cute and they're okay, but they're not performing very well. And then Matt stuck a stem of a wormwood in there. Let's see. Way over there we have wormwood, and we love it. We planted it last year and it's really aggressive, and he stuck one stem right there and it'll grow right there. And then let me show you, he stuck one stem right there last year, and that's how much it's grown. So that's just crazy. Let's see. So what else? We have hyssop right here. We love it. We love the height of the hyssop. We just love that look, and I want a couple more. And I know that you can like divide things and things like that, and I don't know how to do any of that stuff really because I'm so new at it. We love this hydrangea. It's I shared it last week. It's a Invincible Spirit 2, and someone commented about putting names, what are the names of the flowers, and you'll just have to listen to me because I don't know how to put text on. I'm gonna learn. So I just got a laptop and I'm gonna try and learn how to edit. That's kind of the next thing. We have a bunch of lupin, one here, one here, one here, one here, and we started these from seed in our house. And I know that they're prone to aphids, and last night when I was looking out here I realized that this pink one has aphids, and I'm like, maybe that's why it just looks so bad. Like the leaves are so curly, and most of them don't look like that. This one might a little bit, and I did see a few aphids on this one too today. Oh yeah, yuck. So I know that some people just squish them with their hands. I will not be doing that. I hate bugs. I'm not an outside person. So having this garden is like, okay, I don't know if I can handle bugs. But my husband sprayed it with something, and then I know that lots of people just spray water. So we might try that too. Okay, we have a bunch of marigolds here that are supposed to be 6 inches, and they're gonna start blooming soon. I see buds, and we just started those with seed, planted those, sown those right in the ground. Zinnias, dwarf zinnias, some Alyssum. My husband Matt started tons, like just threw seed everywhere to see what would grow, and Alyssum is doing well. The fountain grass, the chives, there's little poppies popping up here and there, which I love. Look at those. Those are so cute. The lambs here, Sunday gold. And then the fatal attraction Echinacea is really starting to bloom there. It doesn't have too many blooms, too many buds. It has, what, 5? So I don't know. And then back there, that's a weed, but I like it. So I'm like, don't pull that out. It like turns into little like puff balls, like, you know what dandelions look like when they go to seed. It looks like that, and they're tiny and cute. So I want Matt to keep that. Some basil, and that's turning pink now. I love that. Our cosmos are starting to bloom. So when this lilac was here, it was really, you know, shady right here part of the day, and so it seems like after he moved that, these cosmos really took off because they need sun. Oh, and there's a nigella popping up through there, which I love because I really like that, and I wish more of them worked because we planted more seeds. There's one down in there. Alliums that are completely done, obviously. We're just leaving them until they fall over, I guess. I love this spot in the garden here. It's one of my favorite spots. And then there was Alyssum. Well, it's still there, obviously, but Alyssum right here, and then we sheared it back, and it's finally starting to come back, and so that'll be really cute. And then a little tiny breadseed poppy popped up right there. You can kind of see it. It's pink and it's really sweet. All the other breadseed poppies are done, so I think we just kind of got lucky with that. Okay, and then look at the sedum is starting to bloom, and I don't know, like, is it supposed to bloom right now? I thought it was more of a fall thing. I have no clue. But, and I don't know what kind this is either. We got this one from our neighbor, but I love the color. I love that it's dark. Like I said, I just love this spot right here. The dark colored basil, the fountain grass right there, the sedum, and then we have the Celosia, flamingo feather, Celosia, that you also saw on the backyard tour. Some more flamingo feather and some Sunday gold Celosia. Oh, I see a goldenrod, and I think, so, like my neighbor, he's like, that's a weed, because this whole chunk of sedum came from my neighbor's yard. My husband just took a big shovel, shoveled up the whole thing, and whatever came with it came with it. And she hadn't taken care of her garden in a while, so there was a bunch of goldenrod sticking out of it, and I like goldenrod, so we took it and put it in the back, so we must have missed one. A marigold right there, just planted by seed. This is rose moss, and this is really taking off too. It took a long time for that to do anything. Snapdragons, I've been deadheading, and so when I plant them next year, I think I'm gonna do it a little different, because I was deadheading, like, you know, here and there, and, you know, spent blooms, but I think I'll just do, like, shear it back and then let them all flush out together at one time instead of one bloom here and there. This hydrangea, so it's really big. It got really tall, but there's no buds on it, nothing. So I don't know what to think of that. I hope next year it does something. Some mums, no, I don't see any buds yet, but we did, oh, what's that called? Oh, I can't think of it, but we cut it so it would become fuller. Some more basil. I'm gonna put up a little, don't mind our house. We need to do lots of stuff on our house, and it needs to be repainted. I don't remember when he did that, but our house is 100 years old, so it's old and it needs lots of work. And then I'm gonna share a story on my Instagram about these they're vintage lawn chairs. Oh my gosh, I love them. Okay, this is a coral berry. It's finally starting to get buds, and it's going to get pink berries. Can't wait. Dahlia that is finally starting to get buds. Some teddy bear sunflowers that need deadheading. I see. I need to get on that. There's lots of deadheading I need to be doing in here. This is a weed. Where is it? Can't find this purple thing. I don't even know what it's called. But I also like that. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up because we have some of them in the back too, and I want them. It's really hard to see because it's super sunny, and I hope it's not affecting this video. And if it is, I'll just redo it later. That's where we just were, over there. That thing that's hanging from the tree, my neighbor hung that in the winter and then we just always kept it. They had tons of ornamental things in their garden, which isn't my thing, but now I feel like we have to keep it there because he passed about 3 weeks ago. Do you see that bee trying to get in there? Some daisies. The Gomphrena is right there, and then there's daisies, banana cream daisies that look like they're going to have a chance to have another flush of blooms. Dahlias. I did a dahlia tour on, oh my gosh, I don't even know now. Not that long ago. These are 16 feet tall, if not taller. I have no idea how tall they are. These yellow, I don't know what those are called either because so last year we planted wildflowers, a patch of wildflowers that I loved, and we have one in the back that I shared on our backyard tour too, but so, you know, these came up. Like, they were in there last year, and I guess they reseeded. I had no idea that was going to happen, but I love them. So we have zinnias. We have why do I have such a hard time remembering that? Flamingo feather flowers. Gomphrena. There's snapdragons. The straw flowers. I love when the straw flowers have the yellow in the middle when the yellow starts coming out, the pollen, because it's really, really cute. But you're not supposed to dry them when they look like that. So I'm actually gonna put up another video of me drying some of the things. So I'm gonna try and not get so there's a dumpster right there because they totally emptied out our neighbor's house. It's empty now. And then this neighbor's car that is never gonna move because it needs to be fixed. Don't get me started. It's not ours. Some rose moss, some creeping thyme. We have Gomphrena in here, some snapdragons, more Gomphrena, some zinnias here. They are gonna start blooming. Some of them already have. So last year we planted zinnias. You know, all of this was grass. This was all grass, all of it. And then my husband like tilled up one little spot along the sidewalk right here. And I planted zinnias in 2 rows down this path because he tilled it up. He's like, plant something there. So I planted zinnias, and it was so pretty. And so that just kind of like is one of the other things that started off this obsession with having a garden now. And I'm so glad that Matt is who he is, otherwise I would have never done it. Phlox, this smells so good. That's from our neighbor. A Bobo Hydrangea. We have a Stonehenge yew right there that's so tiny, but it does have lots of growth on it actually. So I wonder, it's gonna stay small. I can't remember, like not even 3 feet tall, I don't think. But that's what I wanted, just something small right there. Marigolds in here, Gomphrena, Snapdragon, Zinnias, Caramella, Echinacea, Queen of the Prairie that is done. And this is, I'll show you, I'm going to turn you this way. This is where the other Queen of the Prairie was. So this stuff was pink, and then we had all the whites down here, and I love it. I love the Queen of the Prairie. So cute. Marigolds that we planted by seed, and we have some of them popping up. Some snapdragons that I see some blooms, but really I don't know, are they done? I don't know. More marigolds, Alyssum popping out, a marigold. So, oh gosh, one of these must be 10 inches. So it must be stuck in here with this one maybe, because that's pretty tall. These are supposed to be dwarf, you know, just 6-inch marigolds, and they're really doing very well. And there's more than one plant in here, 3 for sure, if not more. But so the ones I showed you in the beginning of the video should look, you know, like a little small bush, and that's not happening. So okay, what else? These ones started blooming again because I deadheaded them. Zinnias, I love those zinnias. Our Ringo All-Star Rose right there is beautiful. I love that. So it bloomed pretty prolifically last week maybe, and now all the petals have fallen off, but that was really pretty. Some more marigolds, some more snapdragons, and there looks like they're gonna be blooming again because I deadheaded them, so I see buds. Oh gosh, the grasshoppers are huge and scary, and I hate them. Yep, lots of buds on there. I'm gonna turn you over slowly here to this little corner of our house. So we transplanted these Gompphrenas. So those are where the Dahlias are, right here. And then there's a couple Zinnias underneath of them. There's beans that were growing, and there's a hydrangea tucked under there too that's, you know, tiny. So it'll fill up that spot next year. These dahlias that I shared on the dahlia tour. This dahlia should be blooming soon. It looks like it needs water. A viburnum, I think that's the baby spice. A bloom-struck hydrangea, and a bush that was here since we moved in, and it was huge. It was all the way up to our window here, and Matt cut it way down because it was ugly. So that should grow back though. And then this is another little cute spot that I love. I just love this spot. So these are asters that are annuals, and they're so cute that I need to plant more next year. So, and then when I planted them, so they were little tiny plants when we planted them out here, and then this all of a sudden just popped up out of them because it must have been in the dirt, because if something didn't work when we were starting seeds in the house, we just planted something else in the dirt. And then there's 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, that I started with seed, planted seeds into the dirt. And then Alyssum right there. Matt put these little white fences up, keep the kids out and stuff, but I wonder if, I don't even know. So if you cut them, do you get more? Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, like I said, this was all grass. All of this, I don't want to go too fast, but behind me too, was grass, and all this is new. So we do have perennials tucked in here. There's a salvia right there that I bought that was pretty crappy. Didn't look well at all. It's starting to look a little bit better, so that's a perennial. There's a perennial grass back there. This is a marigold, 3 foot tall marigold. Bachelor buttons. Isn't this cute, this spot? So I didn't plant these. It must have came from the wildflower seeds that we planted last year, and they just must have reseeded themselves, because I didn't plant bachelor buttons this year. But this wasn't planned. And then the zinnias, I think Matt planted these ones, and so this little color combo is so cute. I love it. And this was planned. These colors were planned, pink and white. Love that. And I love this little spot. This is another salvia that I cut way back. It's the same one as the one over there that I just showed you, and it looks so good. It's even getting blooms on it. Zinnias, more zinnias. That is one of my favorite things. That's an incredible blush hydrangea. And then a foxglove that needs to be cut down. Some more zinnias. You can kind of see those. Don't mind my garbage. Oh my gosh, you should have taken care of that. Teddy bear sunflowers. A peony, and there's another one right there, and another one back there that you can't see. Marigolds that we sowed by seed. A nigella, looks like it's gonna, where is it? Right there. Nigella is really neat. Love in a Mist, it's called. Mums. I love these. These are so cute. I shared this. I always share this because I love it so much. These are poppies. They're like tissue paper. The amount of poppies that are coming out of this plant, I can't even. Like, it is like magical to me. Some more white zinnias. More purple zinnias. And this is a hydrangea too, and it doesn't have any buds on it. So, I don't know, but I love it. I can't remember what it's, I feel like it's called a tidbit, something tidbit, I don't remember. But I like that the stems are dark like that. That's a viburnum, that's Spice Girl. That was a foxglove, we cut it down, and yeah. And then there's a weed growing out of it, so. There's the wormwood that I shared earlier, the lupin, the breadseed. Poppies are done, but we're gonna keep these because I really love these. So what's gonna happen is these are gonna get dry out, and they'll get like, there'll be like holes up here at the top of this, and then, you know, just nature takes its course, and they like shake out of there from the wind and stuff. But I'm gonna collect the seeds. This sedum is from just a stem of our other sedum that we have that Matt just stuck in the ground, a stem of the sedum, and it grew that from last year, from last fall. Isn't that crazy? Plants want to grow. I love this spot too. So, well, that was also from our neighbor, the sedum. So we got 2 sedums from the neighbors. This is also an incredible blush hydrangea. Phlox from our neighbor. This is a bloomstruck hydrangea that was in front of the house that I just shared. A juga, and it blooms really pretty in the early summer, I would say. Heuchera, so the heuchera has bloomed a couple times, and it's nothing major. It's like not, oh wow, that's pretty or anything, but I like everything. I used to have lots of things that I didn't like. about flowers, and I don't like this flower, and I don't like that flower, but I like everything now. That's what I say. Almost everything. Look at that. Not everything works. That's a Coleus, and there's one right there. They hate their life. Hate their life. This thing is supposed to be an obedient flower. Those are really cute. That's an Astilbe. It's not cute now. Bee Balm, and so the Bee Balm I don't think was getting enough sun back here. A Shasta Daisy, and there was another really, really cute flower back there that just popped up because, like I said, so our neighbor, who is right over there, he passed away a few weeks ago, and his wife, which we found out they were actually married, his wife gardened and hasn't been able to for years and years and years, and she said we could take whatever. They're like, take whatever. So we took so much stuff, and I'm glad we did, because he ended up weed whacking his garden down. But anyway, he just took a shovel and like would shovel. He took a massive pile of phlox, and whatever came with it came with it. And so there were a few things that came with that. Dirt there. Some lamium. That's new this year. It had a cute name. I can't remember what the name was now. These are weeds, and I don't care because I like them. They're starting to go out now, but I like them still. And then these are going to be like those little puff balls. They're going to be cute. There's a lot of them in here. So this is going to be so cute when that, I like the weeds. Not all weeds, but I like that. Our lilies, those are done. These are Lupin that we started by seed, and I noticed yesterday that this one had aphids on it too. So I don't know, like I am like, should I just take them out because I don't like bugs? This sedum is different than the other one that was in the beginning of this video. I like this color too. I like the lime green look of it. Our Dianthus. I got these out of the clearance earlier this summer, and they look really, really rough, and that one still looks rough, so I don't know. Our coneflowers, we just got a little tiny root from our neighbor and this last year, and so we planted it last fall, and this is what it looks like now, and it's amazing. I can't believe how many blooms Echinacea has. This is a hydrangea. Which one is this? Incredible. No, wait. Is that it? Yeah. The Incredible Hydrangea. And so we got 4 of these. And the one I showed earlier in this video is really, really tall with no buds. This one also has no buds, but it also broke last year when it was like a stick when we got it, and it broke, and it was like this big. And this is how much it grew. It was this big, like one stick coming out of the ground. This is how much it's grown this year. So hopefully it has buds next year. And then that is a hydrangea. That is the Limelight Prime Hydrangea. And that is, wow, I didn't notice how big that is. It's getting huge. What else? Our Dusty Miller. That is a annual, but I love it. Zinnias, and this, okay, you guys, I wish I was popular enough on YouTube so someone could tell me what was wrong. And if I was popular enough, then I'd probably know what was wrong. These are burning. And I don't know why, because it's not even that warm here, and it's not, look at that one. I'm so sad. I don't know what to do. Do they need to be moved? I wish somebody would tell me. Oh, I can't believe how bad they look. They were so beautiful, probably in my last front yard garden tour, and just within a week they look like that. Oh my gosh, a huge bee hates me right now. So some lilies, and because they were flopping too, like these ones that are down on the ground, they were like down on the ground flopping, and Matt put this fence up here for them. Zinnias, look at the bees, love them. We love the zinnias. So this is a penstemon, and it's starting to get a few more blooms, which is crazy, but the seed heads are so cute. I'm leaving it. More zinnias. Ginger wine Ninebark, that's grown major too. This is a Russian sage, and then these are silver tip grasses that were silver tip, but now they're like oat looking. They're so cool. Next year, if we plant that again, there's some over here too. If we plant that again, we're going to plant it more in mass. So we're almost done. Okay, and then these have something wrong with the leaves. Something, I think it's that, oh, I looked it up. It's like it has a disease or something. And my husband's like, just leave it. It's almost over anyways. But I hate that. I wonder if they get it from the grasshoppers. We have an enormous amount of grasshoppers, and I hate them. Look it down there. Can you see that? That looks bad. Yeah, that doesn't look good. And I can hear them flying around too, because they're crazy. This hydrangea we bought all this stuff. It's either this year or last year. This is a Zinfandel Hydrangea, which is so pretty. And it turns such a pretty color. Oh, it's getting all shadowy now, my shadow. It turns a really, really pretty color, but look at this little spot. Look at the pretty zinnia. I love that color. Do you see that? That is so pretty. That pink next to the white, and then it's gonna turn that pink. Oh, heaven. Heaven, heaven. This is a dwarf lilac, which wasn't doing good, but it's doing much better. We had to move it. It was by the deck. Dianthus. And another Dianthus there. Some more zinnias. They get super tall. Alfredo viburnum. And these are just so, a lot of this stuff is so last year. We bought this last year. The Ninebark last year. Hydrangeas last year. Some of this stuff is this year, but the things that are big are from last year. So you can see the difference. So this year new is the Limelight Prime and the Quick Fire Fab. And so the Limelight is the same as, sorry if I move too fast, it's on the corner right here behind the Echinacea. You can see the very tip of it right there. So that's supposed to get 6 feet tall, I believe. So that'll be nice right there. And this Quick Fire Fab is the same one as, I don't want to move too fast. It's behind that Incredible Blush. You can see just a little part of it right there. But that's the end of our garden for the front yard. I didn't show you the deck area, but that's okay. I already did that not only a few days ago. So our plan is to have this garden go all the way down. So it's like a fence. And then that's our backyard right there, where our garden starts in the backyard. But yeah, we love it. And yeah, that was pretty much it. This got to be pretty long. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.